dodgy haircut.
I should probably change the wording. A dodgy haircut, yes.
Are we like? Yeah, I was about to cut my hair tonight. Check this out. My daughter said she was going to do it for me. Can you see it?
What's wrong with that?
She cut a big chunk out of my hair.
Oh, I thought you were just going gray, man. That's
You mean the whole top of your head?
The whole top of my head.
The whole chunk off your head. We've been live for 27 seconds.
I mean, that's a big chunk. That's a very big chunk.
Yeah, that's a big old chunk. Now, right in the side, she'd be on like that. I was like, "Whoa, what are you doing?"
Yeah, most of your hair she's taking off there. So
yeah, so I have to finish cutting it tonight. After this, I'm like, "Oh, blimey, I'm beat. I don't feel like cutting me barnet."
Well,
are we live?
We've been live.
We have. Oh shoot! You're kidding?
No.
Usually you say
Hello,
something.
Everybody.
To
Sorry, guys. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm a little tired. You know, things. You know, work.
Are we live on Facebook?
No play.
I think
we're not live on Facebook. It's got a triangle.
Says we're not. Says we have to go live by 9:09 p.m. I thought we were live.
Have we?
Yes, 8:05. I make it.
Edit. So, pardon the interruption. No pun. It won't let me edit the fucking thing. Yeah, anyway.
Neil's here. Hello, mate. How you doing, Neil?
How's it going, Neil? Welcome to the shit show.
We're off and running.
How does this? It won't even let me change it.
Guys.
Oh, I know we're live. We know we're live. We're just trying to fix Facebook here. Because it's being yes. What time is it? It's 9:05, dude. We're already fucking live.
I guess we should start talking about that. How was your weekly?
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, just bear with me. We're gonna start cracking in a second.
Oh, you mean the last week, like Wednesday to Wednesday?
Well, no, I don't need a whole week's worth because we've only got an hour-long show, mate.
It's a big.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, on Saturday morning. The week was okay until Saturday morning. There was a two-hour dip on Saturday morning, and then
my whole weekend was like that. It started off with West Ham, and then it ended up with FC Dallas playing a blinder of a match, but Seattle cheating like they always do, and then the Eagles lost to the Cowboys. So I poured myself into a bottle of cider.
Hey, at least you're not a Jets fan.
You know what? I used to feel sorry for those poor people.
That was fucking brutal.
I used to feel sorry for those people, but you know, you see it year after year. You think you'd get off the bandwagon by now.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's get cracking. So we got.
I've got itchy nipples tonight, lads. I thought I'd just tell you all that.
We got 3 topics to debate tonight. We actually had 4, but I lost one of them. So what else is new? The first topic that we're going to get into tonight is a pretty simple one. We've actually discussed this in many shows. But let's discuss it again since I guess it's somewhat fresh in our minds. Should Masuaku be used as a left back or left mid? And basically, this is just us giving our opinions. So stop trolling me. And I have my right to an opinion, as does Wayne and Lee. So don't hold us to it. And please like and subscribe. All right. So, Lee, what do you think, my man?
You know, let's back up just a little bit here because I think we want to.
Let's not talk about Everton.
No, not that. No, what I'm saying is this is really a polemic on Felipe Anderson to me. Felipe Anderson, like 2 weeks ago, was everybody's favorite player. Now everybody wants him to sit. There's a Hammers poll out today that asks if he's about to be a bust. And like the voting's like 60-40 no, but that's a lot of people voting yes.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the only person who didn't think he was that bad on Saturday. I don't think he's playing.
I didn't think he was that bad either.
I didn't either. I thought he was doing okay.
I
thought it was all the crap around him.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not ready to send him a message by sitting him. So should Masuaku be used as a left midfielder? I mean, he could be. but I'm not ready to make that desperate a move yet.
I wouldn't.
I know. I'm just so. My answer is no, not because I don't think he's capable, because I don't think we need to right now. I would still have Anderson in there personally. I thought everybody was crap on Saturday, and it really was
And
not
the week before.
Palace. Right, exactly.
Or 2 weeks before.
You know, part of that has to be the manager. I'm starting to lose faith in him a little bit, but maybe we'll get to that later.
Nah.
But to answer this question, should he be used? He could be. I think he would be capable in that position. I just don't think I'm not there yet. I'm not ready for that yet.
I'm going to jump in real quick before we get to Wayne, just because I don't want to lose my thought. I don't know what it is. I just can't. Whatever. I can't clear my head right now. Anderson has one thing that he just can't get right, and that is shoot the fucking ball or attack, or at least once he gets near the box, get in the box, do something. Like what he likes to do is either swing out or swing up and dish to the sides. But most of the time, he likes to go to one side. And we've discussed this. Other people have discussed this. I've heard this on many, many different podcasts. It's like his thing. But we all know that he could probably make a shot, like get into the box and create even more damage. But it seems like once he gets to that box, it's kind of like an electric dog collar. He can't go in there. He just exactly. But here's the thing.
He's got one of those ankle bracelets on.
But in dog years, he's like ancient, so you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So that's just who he is. We're stuck with that.
Do you think he's afraid to go in the box?
We paid $35 million to do that. I don't know, man. I mean, why don't you tell us?
I don't know. I think he is afraid to go in the box. I think he was afraid. I think he was really afraid last year. I think he's tried it a little bit and he doesn't like it. I don't think he likes the hard hitting kicks to the ankles and the trips and everything that goes along with of trying to dig it in between the goalposts. I just don't think he likes that. I think he's much more satisfied with, trying to impress people with his nutmegs and his little fancy footwork. I don't think he's a bust though. I mean, I think he's got something. He's got those skills that nobody else on the team has. So I don't think he's a bust. Now, as far as Masuaku left back or midfielder, I think right now that we desperately need a proper left back, and that's what this takes me to. We need a proper backup to Cresswell, or we need a proper starter with Cresswell as backup. One way or another, we need that. That's what we really need. Yeah. Whether it's somebody coming up from the under-23s or not, I don't know, but that seems to me that if we had that, then we've got the ability then to push Masuaku into that midfield, the ability to play him more as a wing back rather than just left back. Yeah. And I think that's the situation here. But I think January we have to seriously look about finding somebody that's got the head of Mark Noble, and that grit that Mark Noble brings to the game, but who has the skills of I'm not going to say a Lanzini because I've never really rated Lanzini skill wise, to be quite honest. Always found him a bit of a lightweight, but the skills of like an Aguero or somebody, I don't know. It's somebody that's really, let's spend the money in the midfield. We've spent it on the friggin' forwards. Let's spend the money now on a decent bloody midfielder that can feed those passes in and that can push up.
Yeah.
A box to box.
And for people who say that we didn't spend, money on more than one striker, we did. And yes, anytime you spend over £8 million on anybody, that's in our West Ham world, right?
Yeah,
that is a lot of money. I mean, for anybody. I mean, you're talking. You spend over like 8.75 or something like that for a Jetty or a Yeti, whatever. He's got to do something, man. Right? So we got him.
He depresses me when he comes out on the pitch. He depresses me.
So we did spend extra money on
from his haircut to his skills.
We do have two strikers. So you're right. So you're all right. We do need like we need a box to box. You're right. But we said that in the off season as well. We did say that.
We said it for 2 years.
We've said this about both fullback positions too. It's still true. We still need a left back.
Yeah.
I still think we need a right back, or at least somebody who could step in if. And I know Fredericks isn't my favorite guy. He's not your favorite guy either, but he's a competent right back. I think mostly
he's getting better.
I got to say this, and I'd be interested to hear your opinion on this, Tim, because I know that you're harsher on him, because he's ex-Tottenham, so to speak. But but don't you think he had out of a really piss poor, pathetic performance against Everton?
Yeah,
he didn't do too bad.
You're right.
Back there.
Yeah,
he didn't do too bad.
No, he made about the same amount of mistakes as he usually does. But he
didn't get any worse like everybody else did.
But everybody else did worse, so he looked okay. No. Okay, so no, you're right. He had a good game. He and
Diop. I mean, I'm really reaching.
Diop almost scored against us. What are you talking about?
No, I thought Diop actually did a decent job. I mean, apart from the one, faux pas, so to speak, I thought he did a decent job most of the day.
I mean, I thought the center backs were adequate.
Adequate's a good word.
They were adequate. They weren't. They were adequate. I mean,
I was there with you, Lee, man. We were talking shit about Diop, man. Together.
No, that's
like half the game.
You're right. No, you're right. That's because I don't think he's as good as he was last season. I think he's showing signs of fatigue again, and I'm worried that for the amount of money we spent on him, which is kind of a lot of money for us for a center back, he may not be developing into the player we thought he was going to develop into. I loved him last season. I thought, again, as we've said before, he kind of cratered in like February, March. Came back at the end of the season, looked better. This season's been very inconsistent to me. Very inconsistent. I just thought that of the incredible, raining, the incredible shower of hot garbage we got on Saturday, he was slightly less hot than most of them.
We have higher expectations as well, don't we? I mean, it's kind of like, I'll use this analogy. It's, and Tim's going, "Oh, what the fuck is Wayne going to say?" This is what I'm going to say.
I'm stuck between what he just said and what you're about to say.
Yeah,
I'm stuck.
Bad sex is better than no sex at all, and I think we've had bad sex for about the past 6 or 7 years on West Ham. Okay, but it's better than no sex at all. Okay, now it's like we've had some decent sex.
Right.
I mean, we've had some decent sex, and now it's like we're expecting decent sex all the time.
Yeah,
I'm not. I mean, I haven't put a ring on it, so it shouldn't be getting bad again.
You know what it is, Wayne? We've gone out and we've found hotter chicks to have sex with, but the sex
haven't we?
The sex isn't getting any better, right? Okay, like the chicks are hotter. This is very sexist, by the way. Whatever, doesn't matter. The chicks are hotter, but the sex is still bad and maybe worse, and so it doesn't make sense, right? Because you've got upgraded your standard of girls. But the actual experience is actually sort of getting worse.
Yeah, it's like we did the missionary position for the past 5 years, and now we're finally trying something new. We're doing doggy, and we're doing reverse cowboy now, and it's I much prefer that to the missionary. Tim's like, what is going on?
Can I talk now?
But I don't think they are. I don't think they are doing. I think it's all missionary at this point, right?
They've gone back to missionary, haven't they? They've got. It's like they've got lazy. But why? Nobody's put a ring on it.
But it's still just missionary. It's still as bad as it was before. It's just the girls are hotter, but they're not any like the experiences.
Before last season, we spent a shitload of money. We got Anderson, we got Yarmolenko, we got all that bullshit, and then Jesus.
Russian sex is really
seriously. So
Russian sex is supposed to be really good because they really like Westerners. I don't know why Yarmolenko isn't performing better.
Please let me talk about this, please, before I lose my mind here. All right, so we spent a lot of money before last season. We opened the season losing the first four matches. Then all of a sudden it looked like, oh shit, we clicked. We got it. We smashed Everton, and then we won a couple more games. We're like, okay, now it's clicking. Great. No, this is what we're supposed to have. We spent all this money. We got the guys. We got Manuel Pellegrini. Boom, we're good. And then inconsistency shit. Boom, boom, loss, win, lost, tie, won. Inconsistent the rest of the fucking season until the very end. And then we won a few matches. Then we're like, okay, great. So we won the last few matches. We're on a high. We're going into the preseason. We spend a shitload more money. And then we get smashed by Manchester City. And then we win. And then we win. And then, whatever, we draw, and then we win it, whatever. We start to, you're like, oh shit, it's clicking again. Yes, it's clicking, but it's clicking earlier in the season. Yes, we only lost one game out of our first 7 fucking matches. When's the last time that's ever happened in West Ham history? Losing one match in the first 7 matches. Think about that one. So yes, Okay, now I can expect that. So that's what we're talking about here. So we're like, shit, yes. And then, oh, here we go again. Fucking inconsistency. Okay. Thanks a lot. And that's where we're at. So, yes, we have a right to expect to actually do well after we only lost one of our first 7 fucking matches, right?
Yeah, we I mean, yeah, we definitely have the right. I mean, that we deserve the right to be able to stick it in at least a couple more times than what we've done already.
Doing your fucking innuendos.
What?
Stick it in right there.
Come on, you knew what you were doing. Come on.
No. Oh.
Why don't we just talk about
bend over a few teams and
let's talk about the word fanny for another 20 minutes.
Oh God. We need to change this title of the show.
Well, the 3 dirty old men.
The 3 dirty old men, yeah.
I need 2 more X's on the shirt. See, that's what would do it.
Mice.
2 more X's on the shirt, then it'd be. I can't get it to do the right word. 2 more X's on the shirt.
Isn't it weird? It's like it's like I'm touching my right side of my face right now, but it doesn't feel like it.
I hate the reverse.
Crazy. We've only.
We're such professionals.
We're only on the first topic, and we're not even talking about the fucking topic anymore.
All right.
Well, that's why we're the OG.
I say. Okay, I do kind of like what Neil said.
The old Jesus debate.
Let's go back to what Neil said. All the way back to Neil said, move Anderson to the middle, play Masuaku on the left, play Lincoln on the right. There's something.
That would be awesome because then go.
That's a good idea.
He won't get stuck on the wing. He won't get stuck down the side. He might have no choice but to go forward.
He likes going. I mean, they say he prefers to go in the middle anyway.
Right.
He prefers going straight up the middle.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
You said he's afraid to get into the box, though.
God.
Sometimes you have to stick it around the outside of the box, so don't you, before you can really go straight in.
Get out of the fanny.
Right. So, right now, I would not be upset to lose Lanzini for the starting 11. I wouldn't be upset to lose Lanzini. I don't think he's playing well. I don't think he's ever played as well as he had before the injury. Since he's come back.
That's a fair point. So, a lot of people, you're going to get a lot of shit for that, but I mean,
it doesn't matter to me injury or not. It doesn't matter. He's not playing. So take him off the pitch. No, not in the starting 11. And the whole idea of moving Anderson to the middle and having Masuaku on the left, I kind of like it. And then you have 2 up front. Please, even if it's a Yeti. I know he depresses all of us, but the only time we would look mildly threatening against Everton is when we finally put 2 up front. So please get us out of this 4-2-3-1 business with Allaire up there all on his own. He's like Chicha up there. He's not getting it done all.
We've been playing that formation for years, haven't we? 4-3-2-1. Fuck it up. There you go.
Allaire he's not. I mean, look, I know he scored a few goals for us, but he's a hold-up guy. He's like Carlton Cole. He's a hold-up guy, And I don't think
he needs somebody up there with him.
He needs somebody up there with him, exactly. He's going to be like Chicha. We're going to use him incorrectly, and then we're going to ditch him. And then
he got somebody. But the problem is that fucking nothing happened when he put them out there together last match. So now he's going to say, I tried it, didn't work, back to 1 striker again.
No, you know when this all started falling apart, right? Let's be honest here. It all started falling apart. Well, it started falling apart when 2 things happened. The first one's serious. When Antonio went out is when it started falling apart.
That's true. You're right. It's true.
It started falling apart, but I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. I mean, I love the man, and he's not like he's not a fantastic striker, but there's something about him that he loosened things up on the attack. Okay.
Yeah.
He did. He loosened things up, and he put
he's
people.
Not afraid of taking a shot. We know
exactly. Definitely not afraid, and everybody else is afraid of taking a shot. And the other thing that happened is, what was it? 5 weeks ago, West Ham put out that tweet that said, Pellegrini. Come on, you're supposed to finish it for me.
Did Tim mute you there, or did you just stop talking?
I froze.
No, I stopped talking. I thought you guys were going to jump on it.
No, I'm reading comments and you took it away. But I'm reading comments and like half listening to you at the same time.
What do you mean?
Especially when, dude, it's so small. I can't see anything, man. I'm going blind.
Stop going on that subject again, Tim. I mean, I know you're looking from your angle, but
what the fuck?
Okay, wait. How did the tweet end? What are you talking
No,
about?
I thought you guys were going to finish it for me. Pellegrini at the wheel with the praying hands.
That's right.
Ever since West Ham marketing department put that out.
Yes, after we beat Manchester United, and we haven't won since.
Yeah, we haven't won since. We've done all since.
You said it was on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't look at Twitter.
No, it's on Twitter. I think we might have even retweeted it. You know what it is? You know what it is? You know why we're losing? You know why we're not playing well? It's Oxford. Because we didn't go out
Reece Oxford?
No.
Reece Oxford, yeah. Never liked him.
Oxford United. Oxford, this town of.
I know, yeah.
Because we went out there, we were arrogant. We decided we didn't want to bother with this cup. And we put out a second team, and even some of the first team players.
It was first team. That wasn't the second team, man.
That was the first team that screwed it up.
The first team.
No, the point. It doesn't matter. The point is, it was arrogant of us to do that. We should have gone for that trophy. We set a bad tone, and I'm telling you, we haven't recovered. Mentally, we haven't recovered. I think
but Lee, it's just the League Cup. Who cares? Nobody cares about the League Cup. Says Twitter. I'm an asshole from Twitter.
The only one who have a chance to win. I wanted us to go for it. I always want us to go for it.
Yeah, we all did. We thought it was probably the most winnable cup.
Look,
right?
none of us care about that cup when we're knocked out of it, and all of us care about the cup when we're in it.
We are not Manchester City. We need a trophy. It's been 40 freaking years, all right?
It's been 40 freaking minutes. We're still on the same fucking shit. We're not even talking the topic.
35 years old.
Why don't we get into the next?
We're stuck in a groove.
Let's break this shit up. Let's fuck everything up right now.
I'm all in favor of that.
Let's get into the second topic.
Okay.
Sorry, Lee.
No.
I'm like squirrel.
When he had hair last time West Ham won a trophy.
Squirrel.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
All right, so here's the next topic. If Lee doesn't fucking take it away, it's I keep having to click it back up, and he keeps pulling it away again. Do you think VAR should be scrapped, or even just used for offside decisions? Let's start with Wayne this time.
Good idea.
See if he can pull sex into this.
Buy a bullet and rent a gun. That's all I got to say about VAR.
Yeah,
I've said it all along. It's like the technology doesn't make a blind bit of difference if you got a fucking chimpanzee that's working it, and we've got the same chimpanzees that were making the screw up decisions on the field. They're doing the screw ups now in a box. The only difference being now is that they're further away and they can't take the abuse. So they protected the referees with VAR. It's a total way of protecting the referees, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. It's bullshit. How come I can watch one game one day and every freaking goal goes to review on VAR, and then I can watch another game the next day and none of the goals go to VAR?
Yeah.
I mean, why? I mean, what is that? I mean, write some bloody rules, train your staff, or get rid of it.
How about this? Explain the fucking rules to the public.
Do we really care? I don't give a shit about it any longer. I would
like to know what the fuck they're thinking, because listen, when I see something myself and I see these lines come up on the TV, I'm like, oh, yeah, we got it. The goal's ours. Yes. And they're like,
is that the actual? Yeah, seriously, is that the actual lines from the people in the booth, or is that the lines from the TV people putting up? I don't even bloody know. All I know is every time it goes to VAR, I just get really frustrated and angry, and I want to punch somebody.
Yeah.
We lost, as we talked about a lot last season, we lost probably between 5 and 8 points to bad decisions by referees.
Maybe we should have tried harder. And
not
even put ourselves in those positions.
Right.
I agree with you.
No, I'm with you, Tim. I was going to say, you know what? I don't care. I still hate VAR. I hate it. It's taking the drama out of the game. It's taking even element out of the game, and it's improperly applied, as Wayne said.
And that's all we're fucking talking about. That's all everybody's talking about, right? So, because we have it this year, yeah, it might be, we might have made some decisions on it. We might have got away with some, blah, blah, blah. But that's all everybody's talking about. Look, we're talking about it because someone, asked us to talk about it tonight, but we talked about it every fucking episode, right? So we can't stop talking about the damn thing. I'd say, yeah, just get rid of it anyway. I'm sick of talking about it. I really am.
I hate it. I hate the fact that it's turning our football into the NFL, where you have to look around for a flag every time there's a
yeah.
You know what?
We're like, yeah, because there is none, and we're like, are they gonna? Oh, they start play already. I guess not. I guess they're not gonna review that. Why didn't they review that one instead of the other one?
Every NFL game I try to watch, and I honestly don't watch all that many. Usually just the Patriots, and even then, never ever a whole game, because that's insanity. I can't watch it because I watch for 20, 30 minutes. There's like 5 plays because every play is reviewed. Every play is a flag. Then there's a review of the flag, and there's a review of the review. It's a beating. I can't stand it. And I'm worried it's going to turn our game into the same thing. A great goal goes in, and all of a sudden you got to look around like, wait a minute, hang on. Is it or is it not? That drives me crazy.
Well, yeah, I'm just tired. I'm seriously, I'm tired of it. I really, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. Whoever came up with the idea of it, I'd like to break a bottle and stick it right in their face.
Yeah, that's the thing. They won't even tell us.
No, who decided to do it? Who said this is such a great idea? I bet it was a Frenchman. Sorry, Lee, but I bet it was a freaking Frenchman.
I'm going to apologize to me, man. I know. Yeah, it probably was.
Well, the thing that
Levar, on va utiliser Levar. Oh, Levar. That's what they would say.
On a good note, Watford got a point from fucking Tottenham.
Yeah, so they're above us now, right?
I know. Yeah, that sucks. They weren't, but we were.
Yeah.
Now we're fucking below them again. But they lost to Brighton 3-0, and then they drew Watford 1-1, so that's good, right?
Hey, are you guys sick and tired of people saying to you, "Are you watching the Champions League?"
No.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would I watch the Champions League?
Why would I watch the Champions League?
You can see in my cube in my office is a big West Ham scarf across the back.
Right.
I've got my West Ham mugs up on the shelf. I've got a flag across the front of my desk. And then you come and ask me, "Are you watching the Champions League?"
No. Is my team in it? No. I'm not watching it.
But you know what I say? I'd rather watch you take a poop. I really would. I'd rather watch you take a poop. Because that, to me, is what it feels like. Yes, Spurs do suck. Totally. Oh, I love that one on the right. What is that? Can you make that bigger, Lee?
We are the girls in claret and blue. I don't know how to make it bigger, but I don't know.
You're back on that subject again, mate. I know you don't. Don't worry about it. It's only a little thing.
That's my favorite one, man.
Wife them up.
Dear Spurs, have a nice day.
In the middle, the one in the '60s throwback in the middle is my favorite.
That's the only shirt we've sold so far.
And that's Todd, my mate Todd.
Yeah, I'll get one of those eventually.
From the Dallas Hammers. He says he loves it. He absolutely loves it.
So
hey, Matt. How are you doing, mate?
I talked to Alex about the reason why the letters were yellow that you were talking to me about or talking to me about. It's because the shirt colors that are available for this particular shirt, it actually pops.
Oh, okay.
Like on the background of the shirt. So obviously there's no white T-shirt. So obviously it looks like crap on white, but it looks fantastic on black.
Then he needs to find a way to put it up there with like a colored background.
Yeah, no, you're right. But hey, baby steps. This is all new to us. The Jack wheelchair parking. Come on,
that's still my favorite.
That's fucking hilarious. That really is, though. Also, if you have a supporters group and you don't feel comfortable having to sell shirts on your own, or cups, or what do you call it? Cups, magnets or stickers or anything really, like skateboards or whatever with your logo on it, we can do that for you, and you'll get a cut if you allow us to have.
How much you're going to give me?
That we can discuss off the air, but
okay.
Anyway, it's basically you'll get a cut, and as a matter of fact, guess who just partnered with us to get into our shop?
Who?
Hammers Poles. We're going to start selling Hammers Poles stuff. In our shop soon.
I like, and
obviously some of some of the proceeds will go to them as well. So it varies. So that's the whole thing, is that if you like, Mississippi Hammers here is the first one that opted into this. Well, mainly because Alex is the one running the shop. Just to show the type of stuff real quick before we get into the next thing. If you want shirts, there's also dude, check these out, man. Hoodies, dude. It's freaking really cool, man.
And I tell you, they look a lot better than JPTV shirts.
Oh, God. Accessories. Look, you can get a sticker for your laptop. Woo! You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know you could get
that. You can, my favorite, you can put one on a fanny pack. We already talked about that one, actually. Yeah, let's not get back into that. Never mind. I just walked right into that. Skip. But no, look.
Not afraid to go into
fresh canvas. You didn't put the bath mat on that one. But you can also have bath mats if you want your supporters group's logo on bath mats, shower curtains, fleece blankets, comforters. whole 9 yards. If you want to deck out your room in your own stuff, yeah, it's really cool. So if people who actually want to buy the supporter stuff, they'll buy it at the prices that we have in the shop, obviously. But if you actually opt in to this and allow us to sell your supporters group stuff, you yourself, whoever the head of that group is, can get a discount on the stuff that's sold, basically almost cost what the stuff would cost. So I think that's kind of cool. But I do want to go back to you.
So if we're a supporters group, then Tim, how do we do this? How do we get in touch and send our logo? And what sort of thing do we need to do?
All you need to do is send us your best logos, your best versions of your logos to AmericanHammersTV@gmail.com. Alex gets those emails as well. But look at that on a fucking skateboard. Ain't that sexy?
That's awesome.
There's also other logos you can get on there too. But yeah, man.
Great.
Yeah, man. So you can get them with just the board, or you can also get them with the wheels and the whole 9 yards. There's really, really, really cool stuff, dude. I just want to show you one more thing that, what's his name? Alex did not show everybody. Imagine walking into your freaking bathroom, man, and you have the bath mat, but also look at that shower curtain, dude.
Oh, wow.
How fucking nasty is that, dude?
Nice.
How awesome is that? Walk in your bathroom, boom!
If I did that, my wife would be like, okay, I'm leaving you.
Well, my point is, it's not. I'm not saying everybody.
I'm ordering two of them.
I'm not saying go out and buy an American Hammers TV one. Obviously, I'm saying like imagine Dallas Hammers or imagine Boston Hammers or whatever. It's your supporters group. You guys are the ones who created all this stuff, put all the hard work into it. How cool would it be to walk into the bathroom and see, oh shit, that's what I helped create right there, man. That's awesome. So anyway, that's my commercial for the day. Commercial break, and we're back. Hey,
We're back. That was good.
I thought so.
What's the next topic?
The next topic. Oh, what the hell? Someone delete my topics. Lee? Just kidding. No, I'm not. So anyway, VAR sucks. We're moving on. This one came in from, I forgot who the other ones came in from. Sorry, people, but it came from Twitter. This particular question came in from Zach, who hosts our American Hammers radio podcast, which has just been delivered to me via email, and I'll be able to upload it tonight and get it out there for everyone tomorrow. Still don't have it on iTunes, but it's on Spotify and SoundCloud and everything else. But the next question is, what's the best Halloween candy? And I would love to hear from you in the chat room as well. Chat room, and also if you guys are watching this after the fact, leave your comments. What do you think the best Halloween candy is? Dude, what the frig, man? Leave it alone.
What? I'm
Not
that you?
me.
I'm sharing the
No, it's
thoughts
not
of
me.
the people. I'm sharing the thoughts of the people.
All right, fine.
Put your topic back up. People know what we're talking about. We're talking about Halloween candy.
We're talking about Halloween candy. Sorry. Go
It's the
ahead.
only natural
Go
thing
ahead.
you
Put
can
the
talk
comments
about.
up. That was okay.
I don't like any of the Halloween candy they got these days. These mini things. You remember when we used to go out trick or treating, and we used to get the big. Remember the word would go around. Go down to Mr. Mason's house. He's got full-size candy bars.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That I don't care what it is, as long as it's a full size. I am partial to a Kit Kat. I like the kitty cat.
Anything Reese's, any kind of Reese's is always the best candy.
Oh man,
Yeah, we would go to Mrs. Anderson's house. Mrs. Anderson was 2 doors down, and she would come out with a big platter, like a big pizza platter, with the full-size candy bars arranged like in circles, so you could pick whatever you wanted. It was amazing. Sweet old lady. It was fantastic. There you go, PJ. There you go, PJ. I'm with you.
So
It's
I'm
just
not.
always the best.
I'm not like, I don't know. I don't even eat my kids' candy anymore. I used to.
I don't
you know
either.
what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
But when they were like too little to eat the shit, I would eat the crap out of it, obviously. But now that they're eating all the candy, I don't care about it anymore. What I care about is Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry. That's what I care about. Fucking the Halloween cereal that only comes out seasonally.
you like that stuff?
Oh, I love it.
I didn't even know that existed. I had no idea.
Oh, dude, since forever, man. I even have like the pint glasses with the logos on it. Count
I love
Chocolate. I got a
Count
Frankenberry
Chocula.
one, and I love it, man. The milk after, so you have blueberry milk, or you can have strawberry milk, or you can have chocolate. Oh, it's so good. The marshmallows, man,
There's supposed to be
fantastic.
a poop emoji at the end of this.
Then you go back to your Lucky Charms afterwards, and it's just not the same, is it?
It's not the same, no. No, you're right. But that's actually what I go back to. That's funny. You fucking, are you in my house, man? All right. So what do we got in here? Anybody? Yeah, the Haribo. I love gummy bears. I love gummy worms, gummy cherries, gummy Coca-Colas, dude. Absolutely, Matt. Right on.
PJ says Reese's, and she's right, obviously. So there's really no more discussion to be had. Although vanilla Tootsie Rolls are good. I like those too. I like vanilla flavored things that are usually chocolate. Like I like white chocolate, even though it's not really chocolate. Because I don't like chocolate that much. Except for Ron Reese's. And even then...
I only like English chocolate.
Oh, of course you do.
No, seriously. Even like
chocolate.
Oh, I like French chocolate.
I like Belgian chocolate. I like Swiss chocolate. How you guys eat one of these Hershey bars?
The best chocolate.
You eat one of these Hershey bars, and I'm like,
gross. I hate Hershey.
You know what? When I try a Hershey bar, I think to myself, how bloody desperate the women in England must have been during the Second World War to put out for a freaking Hershey bar. It's not even tasting good like chocolate.
I actually
like Hershey almonds and Special Dark, but
you know what's good though is Curly Whirlies, Wayne. I had a friend from England bring me Curly Whirlies.
I've got a Curly Whirly.
An event we had in Virginia over the summer for work, and I had one. I found them the other day. I had one, and they're fantastic. They're really good. Hobnobs too. I love hobnobs. You can get those too.
I don't like hobnobs. I tell you what, I prefer the Viddy's whole wheat milk chocolate digestives to a hobnob. But hobnob, it's like they made milk chocolate digestives and they dropped some sawdust in them, and that isn't good to me.
That's the best part. It's my favorite part.
Bloody awful. I mean, and I'm the fattest one here, so it's like, I think I'm the expert on it. I've eaten more than my fair share of hobnobs.
I love hobnobs personally, but they're not Halloween. My kids don't eat Halloween candy. They don't really like candy. They like ice cream and cake and baked goods and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
We go to a neighborhood two towns away where everybody in the neighborhood like really goes overboard on the decorating, and there's one house down there that I found out 2 years ago that if you're a suffering looking dad, and he only gives it to dads. If you're a dad that looks like you've really had enough and you've been walking your kid around for bloody miles, he goes like this. And he opens up the coffin and he's got beer in the coffin. And he lets you have a beer. So that's my best Halloween candy.
Best Halloween. Absolutely.
He's like, don't tell my wife.
Yeah. Right, before we get into the Hammers polls, I'm going to do like maybe one or two since we have plenty of time. There is a bonus question that I found on Twitter actually today for the debate. So for those who can't read like I can't, it says, should Tim get an Alan Partridge style tattoo of James Tompkins on his stomach?
Do you have an example of an Alan Partridge type tattoo?
I love Alan Partridge. I don't know. I'm sure everybody from the UK knows who he is. I don't know how well that was distributed over here, but I love Alan Partridge. The whole Steve Coogan repertoire, his oeuvre. I like his oeuvre.
I don't have.
Have you seen the video that he does, like dancing through this little town in England where he's going, everybody's a bit of a sometimes. Notice I didn't say the word. I
noticed. You were going to say Fanny. That's what you were going to say.
Yeah, I was going to say see you next Tuesday, basically. But it's a wonderful video. And I think that's funny how over in England, and our English viewers all back me up on this, is that I can call a mate that, you're a right little...
Right.
And don't think anything of it.
Dude, don't unleash that word in this country.
No, over here it's like totally different. I figured that out the first time I called a ref one over here.
The ladies here do not appreciate that word. They will not see the humor in it.
I love the word.
Poisonous.
It's my favorite word in the world.
Yeah. Well, is it really?
I think it is actually, yeah. It can't be win because I support West Ham. So
I think the word is queue. Like you'd line up in a queue.
I did tell you that what my daughter said about that football match I was watching the other day, right? I think I mentioned that last episode, didn't I?
What's that?
What my daughter said, we were watching football, and I can't remember who it was, and she says, which team do you want to win, the red ones? And I'm like, why'd you say the ones in red? She said, because they're losing, and you always like the teams that lose all the time.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh, my God.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think you should.
Well, no one would see it because I never take my shirt off.
So,
Tim's got tats already. I don't know. Does everybody know this? Does everybody realize this?
Yeah. No, I go like this all the time, and like people can somewhat at least see that I got stuff on my arm.
Yeah,
I want to get my first one this
forever
year.
blowing bubbles, and then I got some bubbles, and then I got the bowling castle, the actual bowling castle, not the fucking stadium, and then I got the crest somewhere you can't really see, so I can't bend my arm that fucking way. But yeah, I've shown people the crest. But then I got like wonders of the world all over my fucking arm. I got like Christ the Redeemer on my shoulder, and I got pyramids. I got a Sphinx. I got Easter Island Maui, and I got the Great Wall of China's not done yet, and the Colosseum's not done yet. We got a bunch of shit. Oh, and the Mayan temple in the back. You can't. That one came out awesome. I can't even fucking see it. It's in the back of my goddamn arm. The one that came out the best. I can't even fucking enjoy it. Anyway, that's my tattoo story. But yeah, so let's see if I can pull up some goddamn hammer poles, I guess.
Stick them up, mate. Stick up a pole.
Wayne.
No, he's actually tame on that one. That was
You're about to go to the penalty box. You're going to spend 2 minutes in the penalty box.
You forget I got control over the microphone, same as you do, Lee.
Yeah, I know. That was my.
I think I'm being very well behaved tonight. I haven't played with any of the banners.
Here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
In Soviet Union, James Tompkins gets tattoo of you.
Yeah.
Can't read it. It's too small.
I know, man. Will you fucking relax?
They are too. What?
How do I
I think James Tompkins get a tattoo of Tim.
No.
Now Kevin's joined us late. See, because
is that big enough for you?
I can read.
Oh,
it.
That's much better. I can read it now. Thank you.
That's the question I was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
it's baloney.
Let's quickly run it. No.
Ago, he was our best player. Everybody loved him.
No, I say no. He's absolutely fine. He'll be fine. Only 291 people voted on that. That's actually pretty low for them, even though it's only been up for 4 hours. It feels like it's been up for a lot longer than that. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Well, I can't. Jesus Christ. On the recent West Ham podcast, who's that? Stop Hammer. Yeah, Stop Hammer Time, man. Fucking love those guys.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty decent podcast.
Former Hammer Jack Collison on the show. How the fuck did I miss that? Jack Collision. Yeah. You know what's funny? I drive by this Collision place all the time, and I keep thinking it says Collison, but I'm like, no, it says Collision. Jack Collision on the show. They were discussing his time at the club and the crop of young. They should listen to our show. We already talked about that.
Yes.
They were discussing his time at the club and the crop of youngsters he came through with. Yeah, from these three graduates, who was your favorite player? I think we talked about.
James Tompkins.
What are you going to do?
No, sorry, it's Jack Collison.
Jack Collison for me. It's Jack Collison.
Jack Collison.
No,
how the fuck are these people? What are they on crack? I know what it is. It's because he went to fucking Palace, and they're all blaming him instead of blaming fucking Village. That is bullshit.
No,
love you, Jack. Like, come the fuck on, dude.
Yeah, Collison was much better than Tompkins.
Yes, I agree. Much better, and a much bigger part. Those 2 goals against Cardiff in the playoff semifinal. Those 2 goals against Cardiff.
Yeah, he's the reason why we got back in the Prem, pretty much.
In the history of West Ham, huge. Yeah,
he plays a much more major part.
What the fuck planet am I on right now?
It's true. I don't know, Tim. Are you having a stroke?
How many of these fucking?
He's been rendered speechless. Which
Tim,
never.
Show us your tattoos again.
Oh my god.
Tim, show us your tattoos again. Go like that again.
Dude, who am I working with?
Now he's not having a stroke.
Come on, man. Somebody said Freddie Sears. That's the funny thing. Is 4% of those people said.
Was that what? Like 2 people?
There's always a snarky bastard on Twitter. There's someone that always says, "Oh, I have to be different. I'm gonna click this one. I feel like a squirrel today." I did, So yeah, that's what that prick said.
Every time I click one of the polls lately, I've got like one of the lowest ones usually.
Out of 93 people. Well, they fucking better smarten the fuck up. There's 15 hours left in this, so I'm gonna start a Twitter war. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna retweet this shit with a comment. I'm gonna
go vote right now.
Fuck you all thinking?
I'm gonna vote for James Tompkins for you.
Look at how many matches played. Look at how many clean sheets he had within that time period, that okay, yes, we wouldn't even get to the fucking semifinals.
All right, Thomas
was a solid defense. Not only
Thomas,
that, but he also played a lot more in the Premier League for us too. So anyway, actually, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if James Tompkins actually scored just as many, if not maybe one or two more than Jack Collison did. He averaged like 3, 5, a single season. Like he didn't have a single season, I don't think, with us that he didn't score a single goal, James Tompkins. And Jack only played like one full season. So
well, maybe. But well, and let's look. I mean, it's an unfair comparison in a way because Jack's career was cut short by injury.
Yes, I know, and I love Jack, and he was one of my favorite fucking players. Absolutely, those two are like my two favorite players of all time. But obviously, I think that James played a lot more and did a lot more for the club, like on the pitch wise, over a long period of time.
Fair argument. It's a fair argument.
All right. So anyway, I hope everyone's shit faced now in the chat room because we've been talking about him quite a bit now. So West Ham's next 2 games are both at home to Sheffield and Newcastle. How many points will the Hammers pick up?
Oh, that's tough.
That is tough. I think they're going to get, I can't say smashed, but I think McBurney's going to fuck us up pretty good. Yeah. He's going to have like at least 2 goals. I think it's going to be either a tie or they're going to win like 3-2 or something like that. I think Sheffield's going to beat us.
Sheffield's going to beat us?
Absolutely. Dude, they're nasty, dude. Yep. They are, and they buy into Wilder's shit. Like, we don't buy into, our team doesn't buy into Pellegrini's shit. Yep. But they buy into Wilder's shit, and that's why they beat Arsenal 1-0.
I think 1 point out of these 2 games.
We beat Man United's C team, and then we're like, oh, wow, we got it. We're clicking now.
We're winning both games.
Yeah, we're getting a draw for Newcastle. That's all we're getting.
No, we're winning both games.
I think I am starting to lose faith in Pellegrini. I'm not joking about this. I'm losing faith in him. I don't think the players are bought into him. I don't think he's preparing them. I don't think he's flexible enough in the where he plays players and the tactics that he uses. I'm starting to lose faith in him. I really am. I think he thinks it's good enough at West Ham to collect his £8 million and finish mid-table, and who cares? It's West Ham. It's always been this way.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is that he really believes that his players will eventually buy into his shit, and then next season is the year. He's not even considering the season because it was a 3-year plan to begin with, and if he's thinking, but I'm saying like he's old, man. He's probably the 3 of us combined.
What's wrong with that?
No, I mean, like, he's older than like the 3 of us combined, and that's fucking old. I mean, he's ancient, dude. So I'm just thinking that maybe he's got that mindset where, like, no, I mean, it's a slow process, and I have the contract. I'm gonna go the 3 years, and the 3rd year is the year that we actually do well, and we're gonna be patient. Everybody's gonna go panic around us like we all did in the transfer window. And then, sure enough, we got Allaire. You know what I mean? Like, we were like, oh, Maxi Gomez, Rondon, and fucking Mitrovic. And then fucking he's like, no, I was just fucking with you all.
We got Allaire.
It was a bullshit. It was a smokescreen. And we did this.
Allaire, and we're 11th. We're 11th. I mean, what I'm saying is, how long is it going to take?
It's only 9 games, bro.
Seriously.
I know, but we've already lost at home to Palace. We were dreadful again against an Everton team that had scored 6 goals all season long.
How many have we lost?
It's the same
3.
It's the same crap.
Okay, we've only lost 3. We'd lost our first 5 last year.
It's the same crap every season, though. Show up to beat Manchester.
Welcome to our world.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I can't say that because last season we started off 0-4.
I know we did. I realize that. We started off losing the first 4. But no, the point is we go out, beat Manchester United. We have this, we have a little run, and then all of a sudden we get into...
We beat FC United of Manchester is what we beat. We beat that fucking community club from fucking Division 11.
Palace was a very winnable game at home that we blew.
It was.
Everton had only scored 6 goals all season. They were in the relegation zone. Their manager was on the hot seat, so naturally they tonked us.
So right after I left your house,
it never changed.
After the Everton match, I felt that I was right there. I was ready to fucking slaughter him. Pellegrini. I mean, I was like, dude, this guy sucks. Like, I actually started to feel like I felt with Sam. And I'm like, here we go again. And like, get him out. And then, I looked at it and calmed down and, listened to everybody's opinions. I listened to different shows, read some tweets, read some Facebook shit and everything else. And Sky Sports and everything else. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I am jumping to the gun. Maybe he does still have this crazy plan. I'm actually listening to Justin from Chicago Hammers interview Will Pugh from the West Ham show, the podcast on Sunday at 2 p.m. that we had. That was a great interview, by the way. The guy's a great guy. I want to get him back on. I actually want to interview him at some point. But no, I mean, he was saying, like, listen, like, you can't. I mean, Pellegrini's a great manager. You can't deny that. And like, maybe he's just.
Is he though?
He's got a plan. You know what I mean? And we're jumping the gun, man.
Where's he been a great manager? At clubs with enormous resources, which we don't have.
No.
I mean, he was a great manager at Manchester City, where they had multi-billionaires backing them, which he's going to do.
Yeah.
I look. He's 68 years old. All right, he's not bringing a lot of youth and vitality.
Oh, I thought he was like 84. Oh,
no, I don't.
He's a lot younger than I thought. That's good.
I think it's going to turn from Pellegrini the Grey into Pellegrini the White this season.
He's not bringing any new ideas. He won't change his tactics. He won't shuffle his starting 11. And when he does, he does it in a disastrous way.
He shuffles his starting 11 too bloody much.
That's what I'm saying. When he does, he doesn't do it well, right? He makes stupid.
His substitutions are pathetic.
They are. That's what kills his subs, man. Not his starting 11, because last year it was all over the place. But this year we had like 3 matches in a row, which was like a Pellegrini record of the same lineup in a row, like without him subbing anybody except for an injury or something like that.
His substitutes make no sense. No
substitutes, that never makes sense.
Yeah,
and the piss poor timing too. That's what's even worse.
He waits way too long.
He waited way too long. Like, you're right. I mean, honestly, Noble should.
We should have brought Snodgrass in at halftime at that Everton match.
Absolutely
for Noble, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we all
Noble was shit the first half.
That's what you and Ken and I sat there saying. We got to get Noble out of there. I mean, because listen, I know he can be our talisman sometimes, but when he's not good,
he had a rotten day.
I think we all agree now that we should just give up on Wilshere, right?
No,
I mean, he done anything?
He hasn't done anything. I'm not sure how much has he really had.
No, seriously, like think about his appearances, please, before you say no.
Yeah.
Think about what he actually has done.
He's done nothing.
He's done nothing. But what are we going to do in the middle?
But if you give up on him, what's the option?
Right, Lanzini's
Carlos
Santana. Sanchez.
Oh, Snodgrass can play that position.
Nah, he can't.
He can.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Nah.
I love Snodgrass. I love his work ethic and I love his spirit and all that, but I don't know, man. In the center mid?
Yeah.
Nah.
He's done.
I don't know about that.
Out on the wing.
I think he's better out on the wing too. That's the problem. Is Lanzini doesn't look too good. Wilshere and Lanzini are both kind of garbage right now. That's our fulcrum. You know what I mean?
That's it. I'm done. I'm becoming an Arsenal supporter. See, where's my Arsenal hat?
All right. Well, I don't know. What do we say? 3-0, 2-3.
No, I
4,
think we're going to
6.
win both games.
Let's just click 6. The optimists arise.
Wait. Go up and look at the
400s.
1 out of 5 is saying 0-2. See, this is what I'm saying is like.
But they're also saying 4.
I understand that, but I think I'm sorry. I feel pessimistic at the moment, but I really do. I just don't. I mean, why would anything change?
Yeah.
What have you seen the last 2 weeks that makes you
I guess I'd say 3 because if we're going to beat anybody, it's going to be Newcastle, not Sheffield. I mean, there's going to be all this hype. We're going to get all excited. Our fans are going to be supporters are going to be so pumped up for this one, and it's going to be an amazing match. But then they're just fucking good, man. They're a good team.
And they're ahead of us in the
they're a good team.
Yeah,
we got individuals all over the place, man.
We're still going to beat them.
Some are good, some are okay.
We're going to beat them.
All right, I hope so. I really do. I hope it's
2-0.
It's a pivotal match for our season because listen, we lose this, we start falling down the table. Before you know it, we're in a relegation battle. We're in a relegation battle if we lose these next 2 games. You realize that, right? I mean, Everybody
who everybody who hasn't already, go ahead and follow Hammers Polls on Twitter. Awesome dude, and they get some cool stuff over there. And also you'll be able to pick up some t-shirts with this logo on it, sweatshirts, all that good stuff, ladies crew stuff, whatever. Sooner rather than later. I got Alex working on that. He said he's working on that one, now, but he's also got a bunch of other designs in the shop that haven't come out yet. That, I mean, you like what you see there now. And listen, when we did the bonfire stuff, we sold a ton of those shirts. And those were $25 roughly a piece. And we sold some hoodies that were, more than that and so on. The t-shirts on this website are $20. 20. So we've only sold one so far. So, and we got cooler designs, man. We still have that, American Hammers TV design, which is cool. We also got American Hammers Radio. Be different. Be the first person to buy American Hammers Radio thing. That'd be cool. Or how about American Hammers Network, which is this whole thing. But we also got the Spurs one and the Skeletor spray painting Spurs sucking the brick wall. That's cool. And we got if you want to help support. So basically, if you see a show shirt, like we're going to have an OG debate one. We're going to have Friday Night Likes one coming out soon. But we got the one in the shop with the We Are the Girls in Claret and Blue. If you buy We Are the Girls in Claret and Blue stuff, the portion that we would technically give to a supporters group for coming into that, or like we're going to give the Hammers Polls, like that portion of the profit is actually going to help them buy better equipment so that they can look and sound, better for their West Ham women's show that they do for us.
They're awesome.
So just think about that. They put a lot of cool effort. They show up to all these matches, home and away, for the West Ham women, so they could be our correspondents. And listen, it would be really cool, to help support their effort. We're also in the process of setting up a Patreon, so that'll be cool. We have some cool exclusive stuff to give away to people, and also some cool exclusive videos that we're in the middle of working on behind the scenes. So stay tuned for that. And it's time to wrap up. But also check out the most recent episode of West Ham is Why We Drink.
Released this morning. You actually get to hear Adam apologize on air. He doesn't do that often.
I'd like to thank PJ and Steve, Mother Soul. Glad to see you back, brother. Yep. Neil from Down Under, Matt Howard. I saw Tom Longren in there. Kev, there you go, buddy. Yeah. Hopefully we get his new podcast coming out too. The Columbus E13 podcast, guys. I mean, literally, not enough people are listening to that one either. It's fucking awesome. Not only is it awesome, the sound quality is phenomenal. The guy's a perfectionist when it comes down to the quality of his stuff. It literally sounds great, and the content that they have, the experiences that you listen to from these people from the Columbus E13. It's very, very interesting, very cool. And it's really not a long podcast either. So you can listen to it on the way to work or on the commute or whatever. That's what I do. I have a, half an hour ride to work. I listen to that, or I listen to American Hammers Radio, in the mornings, and then at night I listen to whatever else I haven't listened to, like all the UK ones and Wayne's podcast and everything else I listen to in the afternoon on my half an hour way home. So you guys should do the same. So that's on our podcasts are on Spotify and SoundCloud and Google Play, which no one uses, but it's going to be on iTunes real soon because we're switching over from SoundCloud to something else. I just got to figure out how to migrate it all. Anyway, long story short, that's that. But I'd also like to thank a few other people that popped in the chat room today, like Gabe, and I forgot to mention him. How can I do that? Gabe, your scarf, I believe, is in the mail. I hope, unless you got it already. There's a few others that the scarves are in the mail. Everybody who won a scarf, right? We have this competition going on. Everyone who won one, if you're from the United States, it's most likely in the mail. If you're from the UK or overseas, I went to mail it yesterday or the day before, and I found out that I needed a custom sheet for every single fucking one of them. Wow. And I got there with like a half an hour left before it was time to, before they closed, because I get out of work like half an hour before the friggin' post office closes. And I didn't have time to sit there and write out like 10 customs forms. So anyway, that will be mailed before Friday. So you guys will see another week or two or something like that, depending on where you live in the world. But listen, thank you to everybody who participated in the contest. And yeah, buy some shirts, please. Buy some, even if it's a magnet. Go to our shop and just buy a damn magnet. That would be cool. Every little bit that you do helps us. You know, helps the show, helps the quality. I don't know why the hell I still have hammer spools up there. Yeah, man, I always do that. But anyway, listen, thank you everybody who's been in the chat room. Thank you everybody who watches us. I really appreciate that. We all appreciate that. If you guys want to participate in shows, message me. Doesn't matter what form of social media, message me, email me, AmericanHammersTV@gmail.com. If you've never been interviewed before and you want to participate, email me. If you want to be a co-host sometime, I'll put you on a little co-host list where if someone can't do a show, we'll go down the list and see, hey, can you co-host tonight? Can you co-host tomorrow? Blah, blah, blah. Or if you have a show idea and you want to host your own show on our network, reach out to me, please. Because we have like 2 nights that we need to fill. And yeah, we also have a couple new shows coming up. We have a trivia show in the works. It's going to be really a lot of fun. And then we also have a music show that I'm almost ready to do the first episode. I already have a guest for that, and we're going to have them perform some, live music on the show, and we're going to interview them like a regular interview because they're West Ham Sports. Anyway, thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Lee. I'll talk to you real quick off the air. Oh yeah, send your questions you want to hear on Friday Night Likes. Yes, please do that. John does a great job. I really, love it. And John, we're gonna have shirts up for you soon in the shop. So hopefully, people will buy them. All right, have a great night, guys. I'll talk to you two off the air.
Come on, you Irons!
Irons.